This is Starry Ari's ASMR. I am Ari, and in this video I would like to dive into this game. It's called A Little to the Left. And this is a kind of mixture of a puzzle and organizing game, which I really enjoy. And today I'm going to be diving into the newest DLC called Seeing Stars. I really enjoyed this game when it first came out, and then when they came out with the DLC called Cupboards and Drawers. It's exactly what it sounds like. You are organizing just cupboards and drawers. And I had a blast. I really enjoyed playing that. So I wanted to dive into this new DLC. I think it came out maybe June of this year, but I just haven't gotten around to playing it yet. So I really like the home page for this DLC. I think it's really pretty. I like all of the cats and the stars. I think that's really fun. And I am playing it just here on my laptop tablet. So you might be able to hear the hum of my laptop's fan in the background. I hope that's not too distracting. I also have this really delicious candle over here that's just putting off some flickering light. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in and we'll get started. So it looks like there are 100 levels in this DLC. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this first level. And I'm just using my handy dandy touch tool again. So this game, if you haven't played it, has a variety of logic puzzles, kind of. You're having to figure out exactly where you're supposed to organize things, how you're meant to organize things. So right off the bat, I see that there are some bite marks on some of the food. So my first thought is that I'm going to try and organize things from the largest bite marks to the smallest, and then we'll go from there. There are often multiple ways to complete a level, and I am somebody that likes to go through and try and find all of those ways, but for today, if I complete a level in the video, I might just move on to the next one, and then at a later date, I'll maybe come back to that level and try and complete and find the other ones, or the other solutions. So my first thought is I wonder if these can stack on top of each other. It doesn't seem like they can. So maybe I'm going to try and line them up and see if that makes a difference. So they're kind of clicking into place. Like these two kind of click into place there, which makes me wonder exactly what I'm looking for. There we go. I think maybe we're meant to match up the bite marks. So see how the shrimp bite mark is really similar to the cracker. So I think that's maybe what is meant to happen. There we go. So there are 3 stars for this level, so this was just one solution. So there are 2 other potential solutions for this puzzle, but I think that I will move on to the next one, see if we can figure that out. I do feel like it's being a little bit laggy with my touch tool. I'm not too sure why. Okay. This one is interesting. So, right off the bat, I see that these are all different heights or different lengths. So I wonder if one of the potential solutions is to line them up by shortest to longest. So I'm going to try that. Oh, this one's a little bit longer. There we go. So that was one solution out of 5. So we saw that 5 stars came up. So there are 4 other ways to do this one. Looking at it, I am wondering it could be the number of points at the bottom here. See, these all have kind of different designs with different numbers. So it could be that. Also seeing some of these that have food on them, some of them don't. That's kind of interesting. So another one could be how far down the head of the tines, is that what they're called on forks? I don't know. How far down that goes. And that could maybe be something, because that is different than the total length. For example, this one is pretty short. The head of the fork up here is pretty short compared to this one that's very long. So a few different possibilities for this one. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next level. Oh, interesting. So these are mugs, and so we can move them pretty much anywhere on the screen. So I see these color blocks, and I'm thinking that they're going to coincide with each other. So it gets a little bit tricky. So I'm going to first move this over here and put that there, and then that line kind of follows, and then I wonder if this, oops, put that back down there. There we go, yeah, that now we need to figure out this white. I think that this one here is going to be a continuation of this small sliver. So I'm going to do that one there. And then this one looks like it'll be continuing off of that. So I'll move that there. And then this is the last one with white. There we go, that does look good. Okay. So now I need to do this brown and this blue. So I'm gonna, I think, flop or switch these around like that. There we go, yeah. So that one came up with 4 stars, so there are 3 other solutions for this, which I am interested in thinking about. I guess it could be the type of cup. See, there are these kind of 3 round, almost barrel-like ones, and these 3 here that have this interesting shape, and then these 3 that kind of have this more slightly curvy shape. So I wonder if you put each in a row like this, or all of the same types in columns. Those could be potential solutions. There's also something interesting going on with the handles. Some of the handles have this curve. It's kind of like an ear almost. Some of these are very, very round, and some of these are a little bit more square. So that could be something as well. So a few different potential options. I really like these color blocking ones though, because it's really fun trying to figure out where everything needs to go. Interesting, so this looks like corn on the cob with maybe seasoning. I'm gonna hope, I'm gonna say that it's supposed to be seasoning. Maybe like pepper or something on it. So initially I'm gonna assume that it is the amount of pepper. So this one doesn't seem to have much. Oh, interesting. See, this is so fun about this game. I thought that I knew what the setup of the level was. I thought that we were going to be moving these around, but actually these roll. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so that changes it a little bit for me. Now I see these kind of darker kernels. I'm wondering if we're going to have to create a line going from all of the cobs through. Okay, so let's try that. Let's see if that's something. There we go. That's fun. So that one came up with 4 stars. So there are 3 other solutions. I don't actually know what the other solutions are. I mean, I'm gonna guess that it might still have something to do with the seasoning. But right off the top of my head, I'm not too sure. Okay, let's go to the next level. So this one interesting with all of these different shaped leaves. And then they also have some holes. It looks like maybe some little critters chewed on them. So, a few of my first thoughts are that I see some of these background images, like these diagrams. So I could be trying to fit them all in their appropriate diagram. Or I could try and match up these ink splotches with the holes on the leaves. That seems a little bit trickier because there are so many. But I think that kind of seems more fun to me right now. Just going around and trying to find where all of these ink splotches are. I also have to move some things around and try and find the ink behind some of these leaves. The way that these leaves are kind of clicking into place makes me think that I am on the right track, which is good. I don't know about that one yet. I think that one's not quite right. Maybe this one. There we go. Yeah, that looks better. And I think this one is gonna go with these ones over here. I just get lost in this game, and I could play it for hours and hours. I think when I first found the game and played the main levels, I think that I completed it in maybe a weekend. I am somebody, I love achievements in games as well. I usually like to 100% a game, so I am a completionist in that way. And so puzzle games like this, especially when there are multiple solutions, I find really fun because it doesn't get boring quickly. Okay, so we had 3 stars come up, so that means that there are 2 other solutions for this level. I'm gonna guess one of the solutions is probably something to do with lining them up to the matching diagrams in the back. And then maybe another one would be lining them up on top of each other so that the holes match. Not too sure, but I am happy that we at least got this one looks like, oh, interesting. So we can actually pick these up and move them around. And then this one just rotates. So that's cool. And then this one we can also pick up and move around. Okay. And I see that they have some designs on the vases. And so we could be trying to match these up in front of this one. But nothing is jumping out at me right away. I'm trying to find maybe this pattern in here, and I see it kind of right there, but it doesn't quite line up. And I don't really see this shape here. I see little kind of cat's ears. This looks like it's meant to be a cat. I see little ones, but I don't see anything that large. I'm also interested. This almost looks like it's meant to be like missing pieces, but I don't know exactly how to fill those in. Oh, so those don't like being on top of each other. Okay, so I wonder. Yeah, okay, so those don't stack. So I've got to figure out a way to maybe continue the design, but without these two side ones overlapping in any way. I don't know. I think I'm gonna take a look at the hint. So this game does offer hints. I usually don't like to take the hint. I don't know why that's taking so long for me to select. Mainly because the hints sometimes just show you one of the solutions, and I don't really like that. I kind of want to figure out the solution myself. But in situations like this where I'm just kind of stuck, I'm not really getting inspiration for what I'm supposed to be doing, and for the purposes of the video, so that you're not just watching me stumble through something for 20 minutes. I think I am going to take the hint. So it shows up like this. So if you would like, you could just erase some sections, which maybe I will try and do. Oh, I think that this is saying that I can drop them and then they maybe shatter into pieces. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it's saying, but I'm going to try that. So before I erase any more of it, I'm going to go back and try that. So let's lift this up and to drop it. Aha! So that did crack. Oh, that's so interesting. That's so fun. Okay. So then now, I think we go through and try and piece this all together. So I'm going to drop this one too. There we go. This way I have all of the pieces. That one looks like a good fit there. At least for now. We might need to move some things around. I'm looking for this big shape. Okay, and then maybe this triangle. See, I don't know that I would have eventually come across the idea to smash them. So I am glad that I looked at the hint. I'm curious how many solutions this one is going to have. Sometimes they only have one solution. And this feels like one of those where it might just be one. There we go. Okay, so this one was pretty satisfying after I figured out what I was supposed to be doing. Nope. This game does have these little cute cats that come out. Oh, there's two. There's another one. Sometimes they cause havoc. So there was just one star. So it looks like this was the only solution for this one. But sometimes you will organize something and then they have the cats come out and do as cats do and they knock it over and mess it all up, and then you have to reorganize in a different way. I think it's really fun and creative. So I'm going to go back to levels and see our progress. So we completed 6 puzzles, and it looks like this is the next one here. Ooh, and it's got 5 stars. So this one we did and got the only solution. This one here, it looks like there are 2 more solutions. This one here, there are 3 more. This one's also 3 more. This one's 4 more solutions. And then this one is 2 more solutions. But I feel like that is some pretty good progress. And then down here you can see it marks all of the puzzles white if there are still solutions yet to be found, but it marks any of the ones that you've completed as 100%. It marks them this gold color. So that is for this base one. We've completed that one 100%. There are no other solutions to find. And so far I really enjoy this. I think I'm going to leave it there for now. Please let me know if you would like to see more from that game. I really enjoy playing that game. I think it's really satisfying and just that kind of cozy gaming vibe. One of my favorite cozy games was Unpacking, and it is pretty much exactly as it sounds. Throughout the game, you go through and unpack different rooms, and you're kind of following somebody throughout their life. So you start with unpacking their childhood bedroom, and then their teen bedroom, and closets and bathroom, and kind of as they get older, you see how their stuff changes, and you see some of the stuff hang around, and it's really beautifully simple, but overall just a really, really fun game. Very, very satisfying if you're somebody like me that likes organizing, especially organizing other people's spaces. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.